I'm so bored. Kunikira! When's that specialist supposed to be getting here? You said they'd be arriving in an hour, a whole hour ago. I want to meet them already. So mean. Ignoring me like that? I'm just asking an innocent question. I wonder what the specialist will be like. I hope they're not boring. Like Kunikita. Is that them? Yay! They're finally here. I'll get it. Hello. Welcome to the Armed Detective Agency. My name is Dazai, and I wanted to ask if you would like to commit... Wait. Are you... It is you, huh? No one else calls me an idiot the way you do. So, you're the specialist, huh? I must admit, I never saw this coming. Out of anyone from my old life, you'd be the last person I'd ever expect to show up here. And as a representative of the government, no less. I thought you despised the Special Division. Although, I suppose it has been years since we last spoke. Lots of things have probably changed. Hey, let's go get coffee. Nah, the meeting can wait. It's not like Kunikira has anything else going on today anyway. That guy is boring. And if anyone gets mad, you can just blame me. I never get in trouble for anything. Alright, we're stepping out. Be back in a bit, okay? Don't miss me too much. Come on, quick. Let's go downstairs before Kunikira can come after us. Tormenting. That hurts me. I'm not tormenting anyone. I'm just trying to bring some fun into our workplace. It's Kunikita's fault he can't lighten up enough to enjoy it. Boo. He's still a math teacher at heart. So boring. Huh? You think I look good? Aw, that's very flattering. Although, if you're trying to flirt with me, you'll need to step it up a notch. I'm, in quite high demand, you know? Yeah, I know what you meant. You look pretty good, too. There's finally some life behind your eyes. Last time I saw you, I was worried that... Never mind. Look, we're here. After you. Alright. There's only a few other people here. I prefer this place when it's a bit quieter. There. We can sit at that table by the window. You want something to drink? coffee at this place is so good. And I have a tab. Whatever you get, you can just put it on there. I don't know how much it is at this point. Probably an amount that make most people keel over in shock. To be totally honest, I'm hoping that the day when I can finally die arrives before I actually have to pay it. I'm not sure my poor bank account would ever recover. Hey, why are you laughing? This is quite a serious matter, you know. Oh. Well, I'm glad seeing me like this makes you so happy. Getting to finally see you smile. It makes me happy too. Well, of course. I've been waiting to see it. I don't think you smiled even once throughout all the time we spent together at Port Mafia. I didn't notice it much back then. Probably because neither of us had much to be happy about. It was only after I left and I tried to remember what your smile looked like, and I realized I'd never even seen it. Until now. I must say, it is even more stunning than I had imagined it being. Aww, don't get all flustered now. I'm merely telling you the truth. You were so gorgeous back then. But now, you're even more beautiful than before. By the way, did you know that it is my deepest desire to end my own life at the side of a beautiful person? So, would you do me the honor of... Fine. I'll stop with the teasing. For now. Besides, I have quite a few questions to ask you. And I can't do that if you're giving me that look. Well, for one, how did you end up with the government? Back then, when I left the Port Mafia, I asked you to come with me, but you chose to stay. You had your reasons, of course. I'm not faulting you for that. It just surprises me to see you here now, when you seem so set in fulfilling the purpose you had back then. So, how did it happen? Bungo? Huh. So he actually offered you a way out. Huh. Well, I suppose he did always seem to respect you. Although... Oh. So it was more of an ultimatum situation, huh? That does sound more like him. Still, it doesn't seem like it worked out too badly for you. You've got a nice, cushy government job and a fancy title? If I had to guess, I'd say it was probably Bungo who connected you with the armed detective agency. He was always crafty like that. No doubt he planned this little reunion of ours. I just wish you would have warned me ahead of time. I was so shocked to see you standing on our doorstep earlier. I almost started crying. Although, judging by your reaction, you knew I was going to be here, didn't you? Don't worry, I'm not upset or anything. In fact, I'm glad that you both chose to keep this from me. I'm sure that if I knew you were no longer in a position where contacting you would endanger your life, I would have abandoned everything else in order to try to find you. Which wouldn't have been very protective for either of us. Of course I would. You're my best friend, after all. I've missed you these past few years. Being in the Mafia really isn't the best place to form deep connections. But I've always felt like you understood me in a way no one else ever has. Not having you around was difficult for me. I thought it'd get easier as time passed, but it didn't. If anything, it's gotten more difficult. With each year that went by, I couldn't help but think about all the things happening in your life that I was missing out on. Before, I knew almost everything about you. But now there's a whole chunk in your life that I'm clueless about. It's not a feeling I particularly enjoy. I guess I'll just have to be sure not to let you out of my sight from now on, so I don't miss anything else. Would you mind that? I didn't think so. You never could resist me, could you? It's cute. Oh, there's that face again. One compliment from me and you turn into a flustered mess. It's so different from how you were before. I remember I used to flirt with you all the time and you didn't even bat an eye. I think I like this new version of you just a little better, though. I am really glad I got to see you again. I hated the idea of that night that I left being the last time we ever got to be together. You know, I almost didn't leave for that very reason. I didn't want to abandon you in that place. Even more than that, I didn't want to have to try and make a new life for myself without you by my side. We are perfect for each other, you know? Why waste that? The only thing that convinced me that it'd be okay to leave was the look in your eyes that night. You told me that you'd be okay. And I could see that you weren't lying. I had faith that you'd get out of there too one day, and that we would find each other again. Guess I was spot on, huh? Although, I didn't think you'd be with the government. They're all so uptight and boring over there. They don't deserve you. What? Wait, you're joining the agency? Is that what your meeting today was supposed to be about? Oh, wow. That's great. I can finally have my nightshade at my side once again. Oh. You remember that nickname, do you? Of course. My deadly nightshade. Because you've always been my favorite poison. Aww, it flusters you so much. I may just have to use it more often. I don't think I'll ever get enough of that adorable face. I suppose I'll have to send my thanks to Bungo for this. No doubt he's the reason that you're being transferred. I thought so. Like I said, he's a pretty crafty guy. I can't wait for you to meet everyone. I'm sure they'll all be delighted to have you. It's not often that we get new members. Everyone seems to think we're weirdos, which is fair, I suppose. No one with a special ability is quite right in the head. You'll fit right in. Ooh, and we can regale them with stories of all the things we used to do back in the day. I'm sure most of the youngsters would love that. I'm so excited to brag about how cool my nightshade is. No doubt they will all be wowed by all your amazing skills. Maybe I'll even send a little message to Chuya. He was quite fond of you when we were all in the Mafia together. Oh, he'll be fuming once he finds out you're working with me again. Oh, his face will probably turn as red as his hair. What I'd pay to see that. Oh, right. First you've got that meeting with Kunikita. How boring. He'll probably just put you to sleep. I suppose it is necessary, though, if you're going to become a member of the agency. It wouldn't hurt to stay here a bit longer, though. We still need our coffee. I'll go order us some, and then you can tell me about every single thing you've been up to these last few years. I want to know everything. Alright, be back in a second, Nightshade. Try not to miss me too much. Oh, so you stuck around, huh? Well, I'm always glad to spend more time with you. Ooh, since you're here, you should consider subscribing to this channel. We post new videos every week. We also have a Patreon where we post exclusive, spicy audios. So, if you're an adult and interested in that kind of thing, check out patreon.com/Anigomi. Or, if you want something custom, you can commission us at anigomi.com/commissions. Well, that's all from me. I guess you've got to go to your meeting now, huh? Well, try not to die of boredom. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.